Welcome to Alternative Info AI. In the late 90s and early 2000s, cell phones shrank and spread like wildfire. Join us to discover how texting and portability changed the way we talk, breaking free from landlines and inching us closer to the always connected world we know today. Don't be shy. Like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Let's get started.
Remember the late 90s and early 2000s? It was a time when technology was rapidly evolving and our lives were beginning to change in ways we couldn't have imagined. The internet was still a novelty for many, and mobile phones were just starting to become more accessible to the general public. The internet was still finding its footing. We relied on dial-up connections that were slow and often unreliable, but they were our gateway to a new world of information and communication. Dial-up modems were the soundtrack to our online adventures. The screeching and beeping sounds were a familiar part of our daily routine, signaling the start of our journey into the digital realm. And cell phones were transforming from bulky status symbols to everyday essentials. These devices, once seen as luxury items, were becoming more compact and user-friendly, paving the way for a new era of mobile communication. This was a time of massive change in how we communicated. Mobile phones allowed us to stay connected with friends and family like never before, breaking down the barriers of distance and time. The world was shrinking, one text message at a time. Texting became a quick and convenient way to share thoughts and information, revolutionizing the way we interacted with each other. The clunky car phones and briefcases of the 80s were fading into memory. These early mobile devices, once symbols of wealth and power, were being replaced by more practical and portable options. In their place were sleeker, more portable devices. The design and functionality of mobile phones were improving rapidly, making them more appealing and accessible to a wider audience. The Nokia ringtone became a familiar sound in every corner of the globe. These durable and reliable phones were a staple of the era, known for their long battery life and simple, user-friendly interface. We were witnessing the dawn of a new era in mobile connectivity. The ability to make calls and send messages from almost anywhere was a game-changer, transforming our daily lives and routines. It was a time of incredible innovation and excitement. Each new model brought with it new features and capabilities, sparking a sense of wonder and anticipation among consumers. This wasn't just about making calls anymore. Mobile phones were becoming multifunctional devices capable of handling a variety of tasks that went beyond simple voice communication. We could send text messages, albeit with the rather clunky T9 keyboards. Early adopters were hooked, spending hours mastering the art of texting on these early devices. The ability to reach anyone, anytime, was revolutionary. It changed the way we planned our days, managed our relationships, and conducted our business. We were no longer tethered to our landlines. The freedom to communicate on the go opened up new possibilities and changed our expectations of what was possible. A new era of freedom and flexibility was at our fingertips. Mobile phones allowed us to stay connected in ways that were previously unimaginable, giving us more control over our lives and our time. This period was a breeding ground for iconic designs and groundbreaking technologies. The innovations of the late 90s and early 2000s set the stage for the smartphones we rely on today. It laid the foundation for the smartphones we depend on today. The advancements made during this time were crucial in shaping the future of mobile technology. So, join us as we take a nostalgic trip back to the early days of mobile phones. Let's remember the excitement and wonder of those first devices that changed our world forever. Remember the thrill of that first text message? The novelty of being able to send a written message instantly was a game changer, and it quickly became a favorite way to communicate. The struggle to master T9? It was a challenge, but one that many of us took on with enthusiasm, determined to make the most of this new way of communicating. Get ready to relive the revolution that put the world in our pockets. The journey from those early mobile phones to the powerful devices we use today is a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of progress. The early mobile phone market was a battleground of innovation. It was a time when technology was rapidly evolving and companies were racing to outdo each other with groundbreaking features and designs. The competition was fierce and the stakes were high as the mobile phone was quickly becoming an essential part of everyday life. Major players like Nokia, Motorola, and BlackBerry emerged, each leaving their unique mark on the industry. These companies were not just creating phones, they were creating legacies. Their innovations set the stage for the mobile revolution that would follow. Nokia, the Finnish giant, dominated the market with its reliable and user-friendly handsets. The company's commitment to quality and durability made it a household name. Nokia's phones were known for their long battery life and robust build, which made them incredibly popular among users. Models like the Nokia 3310 became synonymous with durability and impressive battery life. This model in particular was beloved for its simplicity and reliability. It was a phone that could withstand the test of time, both in terms of physical durability and technological relevance. Motorola, an American company, was known for its stylish and innovative designs. The company pushed the boundaries of what a mobile phone could look like, introducing sleek and fashionable models that appealed to a wide audience. The Motorola Razr, with its impossibly thin profile, became a cultural icon. It wasn't just a phone, it was a statement piece. The Razr's design was revolutionary, and it quickly became a must-have accessory for the fashion-conscious. It redefined the aesthetics of mobile phones, proving that technology could be both functional and fashionable. The Razr's success showed that consumers were looking for more than just functionality. They wanted style and sophistication in their devices. Then there was BlackBerry, the Canadian company that revolutionized mobile email. BlackBerry's focus on secure and efficient communication made it the go-to choice for business professionals and government officials. BlackBerry phones, with their signature QWERTY keyboards, became the go-to devices for business professionals. The tactile feedback of the keyboard made typing emails and messages a breeze, and the secure email service was unmatched. The ability to send and receive emails on the go was a game-changer, propelling BlackBerry to the forefront of the mobile revolution. It allowed professionals to stay connected and productive no matter where they were. These companies weren't just competing on features, they were competing on vision. Each company had a unique perspective on what the future of mobile communication should look like, and they were all striving to make that vision a reality. They were shaping the way we communicated, worked, and played. The innovations introduced by these companies changed the way we interacted with the world around us, making mobile phones an indispensable part of modern life. Each brand had its own loyal following. Fans of Nokia, Motorola, and BlackBerry were passionate about their chosen devices, often engaging in spirited debates about which brand was superior. Each new phone release was a much anticipated event. People would line up for hours, sometimes even days, to get their hands on the latest models. The excitement and anticipation surrounding these releases were palpable. The competition was fierce, driving innovation at a breakneck pace. This relentless push for better, faster, and more stylish phones led to rapid advancements in technology, setting the stage for the smartphones we use today. Remember T9? It was a game changer in the early days of mobile phones. Before T9, typing out a simple message was a laborious task, requiring multiple key presses for each letter. But T9, with its predictive text technology, revolutionized the way we communicated. This predictive text technology was both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it allowed us to type messages much faster, reducing the time it took to communicate. On the other hand, it often led to frustrating and sometimes hilarious autocorrect errors. It allowed us to send text messages much faster than typing out each letter individually. The speed and efficiency of T9 made texting a preferred method of communication, especially for quick updates and short messages. However, it also led to its fair share of hilarious and often embarrassing autocorrects. These moments became a source of amusement and sometimes frustration, as the technology tried to predict our words with varying degrees of success. Despite its quirks, T9 paved the way for the texting culture that dominates today's communication landscape. It was the beginning of a new era where text messages became a primary mode of staying in touch. Suddenly, we could stay connected with friends and family through short, informal messages. This was a significant shift from the more formal and lengthy letters or phone calls that were common before. Texting was perfect for quick updates, coordinating plans, or simply saying hello. It allowed for a level of spontaneity and immediacy that was previously unheard of. The rise of texting also had a profound impact on language. Abbreviations like LOL and BRB became part of our everyday vocabulary, and emojis added a new layer of expression to our messages. Abbreviations and emojis became commonplace. They allowed us to convey emotions and reactions quickly and effectively, making our messages more dynamic and engaging. We developed a new, more casual way of communicating in writing. Texting broke down the barriers of formal language, making communication more accessible and relatable. Texting wasn't just about convenience. It was about creating a new form of digital expression, one that was uniquely suited to the fast-paced, interconnected world we were entering. It was about expressing ourselves in a new and evolving digital language. This new form of communication allowed us to share our thoughts and feelings in real time, fostering a sense of immediacy and connection. The sound of a text message notification became a Pavlovian cue. Every beep or buzz prompted us to check our phones, eager to see who was reaching out and what they had to say. We were constantly checking our phones, eager to see who was trying to reach us. This constant connectivity changed the way we interacted with the world around us. Texting became an integral part of our social lives, changing the way we interacted with each other. It allowed us to maintain relationships and stay connected even when we were physically apart. We were witnessing the birth of a new era of digital communication, an era where the way we connected, shared, and expressed ourselves was forever transformed by the simple act of typing out a message on a tiny screen. The early 2000s were a time of radical design innovation in the mobile phone industry. We went from bulky brick-like phones to sleek and stylish devices that fit comfortably in our pockets. The Motorola Razr, with its impossibly thin profile and satisfyingly sharp flip action, became a design icon. Nokia experimented with a variety of form factors. There were candy bar phones, flip phones, and even slider phones. The Nokia 7600, with its unique teardrop shape, pushed the boundaries of conventional phone design. Customization was also key. Interchangeable faceplates and colorful housing options allowed users to personalize their phones. Ringtones, both monophonic and eventually polyphonic, became a way to express individuality. People spent hours browsing websites and sharing ringtones via infrared. These design innovations weren't just about aesthetics, they reflected the evolving role of mobile phones in our lives. As phones became more portable and stylish, they also became extensions of our personal styles and identities. We weren't just making calls, we were making fashion statements. From chunky bricks to pocket-sized style icons, the evolution was real. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.
Thank you for watching and being part of our journey.